that you had up here tonight. I want to thank you guys for sticking around just for me. Or did they lock the doors and you can't get out? What's really going on? I don't know. Well, my name is Perry Kurtz. Hi, how are you? Okay, now my act is a little bit different. I've been doing comedy for 40 years now. This is what I do to make a living. Just so you know, if you want to be a comedian, do it. It's the best life in the world. You get to play plays like this in comedy clubs. You get to work with little children, old people such as myself. But I want to ask you questions so that I can give you stuff that you're going to find funny. So it's really important that when I ask you a question, you answer. If your answer is yes to any of these questions, I want you to make it sound very popular in the Deep South, okay? If your answer is yes, I want you to go, ee-haw! All right, see, women like it because women just like to make noise. So, on the count of three, everybody go ee-haw as hard and as long as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got to get my heart started. Thank you. And they're still leaking over there. Can we get that? All right, good. All right, remember, if your answer is yes, go ee-haw. Okay, first question. How many people are seeing me today for the first time? Okay. How many have never seen me before? I confused this section over here. All right, how many people are here today? Okay, how many don't know where you are? How many really don't care at this point? See, now I know what I'm working with. All right. How many think that there's going to be ice cream soon? Just me and the kids? Okay, I thought so. Can everybody see me? Can you see me in my jacket? Yeah, I got this jacket many, many years ago. On the weekends, I rent myself out as a mirror ball. Those of you that are laughing can explain it to the rest of them doesn't get the joke. My name is Perry, like as in Katy Perry, only I'm a man. Don't make me prove that.
Watch it, Perry, watch it.
I'm watching it. I remember once I proved that at one point. Oh, you're Jewish. See, it's called skirting. You got to do stuff they're not going to understand. So, but I do comedy. I have a best thing in my life is I have a 9-year-old daughter, and you may have seen her because I bring her out here. I've done shows out here. I have a daughter named Bella, right? And here's the best thing. She's 9 years old. I'm 63 years old. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't planning on having kids. I met my wife online back in the 90s, in the early days of computers. Back in those days, we didn't have color. We didn't have pictures. In fact, when you would type, the letters came up so slow, it would go boop, 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 boop. By the time my name printed on the screen, my wife made a sandwich and ate it. But we fell in love, and then about 6 months later, she takes me out to her house and says, oh, come on into my house. I want you to meet my family. I went, family? I walk in, there's 3 little kids running around the house. I said, who are these kids? She said, oh, I forgot to tell you. I have children. I'm looking for the way I came in to get out of there. Because this old saying, you don't get involved with somebody as baggage. My wife owns Samsonite. But the kids were good-looking kids. They didn't look like me, and I thought that would be the safest way to have children. Because I don't want to have children. Because, see, there's a law in LA about trolls reproducing. So I'm not allowed to actually have kids. That reminds me, how many people think I look familiar? First of all, let me clear it up. I'm not Larry King's retarded cousin. I'm also not Billie Jean King. I've never worked for Keebler. Thank you for getting that. I got it hot, and she actually covered her mouth when she laughed. She couldn't believe she laughed aloud. And I'm not a 10-year-old boy with progeria either. So I want to clear that up. Anyway, so we all lived together for a while, and then one day at dinner, I got down on my knees and I gave everybody a little ring, and I said to all of my family, I'd like to ask the 4 of you to marry me. And they all looked at each other. My son, who was 7 years old, goes, well, whatever, we're hungry. Can we just get to the food now? Because boys are so romantic, aren't they? We wound up getting married in City Hall. Now, a lot of you that got married, you've had a big fancy wedding, you had everybody dancing, you had a live band. Not us, no. We go up to the counter and we walk up and the guy goes, hello, can I help you? I said, yeah, we'd like to get married. He goes, oh, you would like to get married? I said, yeah, we want to get married. He goes, yeah, you'll get married. I said, no, we want to get married. He goes, no, you'll get married. We marry you here. I go, yeah, can we get married while we're here? He goes, you sit over there, we call you when we're ready. I said, we wait for you there. You call us when you're ready, okay? All of a sudden we hear, Sarah and Perry, please come in. We walk in, it's the same guy wearing robes, only now the accent is gone. He speaks perfect English, like he took the Rosetta Stone while we were waiting. And he starts reading it, goes through the vows. Finally he gets it. Now, Sarah, do you take Perry to be your lawfully wedded husband? And she goes, I do. And he goes, and Perry, do you take Sarah to be your lawfully wedded wife? Being a comedian, I said, yeah, what the heck, I'm here. Yeah, my wife has never forgiven me for that. Women remember everything. Guys, don't forget, they will never forget. They remember everything. So now I've been married 23 years, and then 10 years ago, my wife told me that she was pregnant, and I actually looked at her and said, any idea who the father is? Because I was 53 years old. I didn't think I had anything inside of me except dust, so I was really surprised that she was pregnant. And she got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then 5 weeks before the baby was due, she was in horrible pain. That vein in her head was popping out, and she was screaming. I took her to the hospital. Doctor examined, says, Mr. Kurtz, we've got 20 minutes to get the baby out of your wife, or she's going to die. And I said, can you give me 30 minutes to think about that? And he looks at me and says, what are you, a comedian? So now I have a beautiful little daughter named Bella. A lot of the girls here, the kids know her. And she does stand-up comedy with me. She writes her own jokes. Her first joke she wrote at 5 years old. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
He was tired of being cooped up. Why was the skeleton afraid to cross the road? He had no guts. Here's one, it's a visual and you have to know what I'm talking about to get it. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor Who.
Get it? That's a Doctor Who joke. See, there's this TV show called Doctor Who.
I know.
Okay, well, thank God you know. If you could explain it to the rest, and you. So we got 2 people out of 50 know. All right, 3. All right.
I know. I don't.
It's great. Hands are going to be popping up all over the place.
One in the back. I don't.
What?
One in the back.
One in the back.
Yep, I'm right here.
Oh, I don't have eyes in the back of my head.
I'm a movie.
No more alcohol for her, okay? She's had enough beer. That's enough. Don't drink. Don't drink. Don't drink. By the way, if anybody is drinking, you know, remember you are in Oakwood. People have no idea how to drive out here. So a lot of people will be drinking and driving. So if you are driving, please drive as fast as you can. It's much harder for them to hit you that way. Yeah, so I gotta get this jacket off. Although it looks cool, it's really warm now. I'm gonna take it off. Ladies, get ready. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pretty scary, huh? I know a lot of the women here are questioning their sexuality right now. I love that part. Thank you, sir. Any questions? See, here's the thing about me. I got into comedy because basically I'm a jerk. I really don't think about what I'm saying. You know, and everybody wants to be a comic because we say things that everybody else wants to say, you know, and that's what I try to do. But I try to base my show on the audience. That's why I say if there are any questions. You have a question? You had your hand up. You need to go to the bathroom? If you do, we can wait for you. You sure? You sure don't want to go just to be safe?
No.
All right. I got to go. Could you go for me? Now he's thinking about it. Go, maybe I will. No, I don't think so. Yeah. But I love Oakwood. We come up here because I have a friend here, a guy standing in the door. You all may know Eddie over there, the lovely Eddie. Some of the women are whistling, and a lot of the guys are going, no, not Eddie. He's, by the way, Eddie, I was pulling in the spot next to your car, and sorry about your door. Little duct tape, that'll fix it up. Yeah, so I travel a lot. I work a lot in the Deep South. Anybody from the Deep South, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi? Yeah. Couple people?
Yeah.
Now, where are you from over there?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Say Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama. Say that she said Alabama. I love Southern accents because people in the South, they enjoy talking. It's not like us. We're in a hurry to get every word out. We got to go somewhere. We got an appointment. In the Deep South, people enjoy talking. When they say hello, they say hey. But it's not one syllable. It's like, hi. How are you? What's up? And my wife's from South Carolina. She's got this one phrase whenever she's going out. She says, I'm going over yonder. Have you ever heard that? Alabama, over yonder? I've looked at every map I can find. There is no place called yonder. I don't know where my wife is going. Problem is she keeps coming back. Thank you. So one of the things I do on the side is I entertain old people. I go to senior centers and I work for older people. Yeah. And they enjoy it. They need to laugh too because, you know, they're never getting out of the building. It's true. Half of them, they're lucky if they get out of their rooms, but there's always couples there. And there was one couple, and I couldn't believe they said this. I said, how long have you been married? She says, we've been married 70 years. And I 70 years, that's a long time. What do you think is the reason you guys have stayed together? And the husband looks at her and says, oh, we stopped talking to each other about 20 years ago.
That's so weird.
It is so weird, you're right. Old people are weird. Look at me. Hey. Here's an old joke the old people seem to love. Two old men are sitting in a restaurant. One says to the other one, he goes, my wife's an angel. And the other one goes, really? Mine's still alive. Kills in the old folks' homes, but you guys are not digging it that much. Yeah. So, as I said, my name's Kurtz. I'm originally from Philadelphia. You guys heard of Philadelphia? City of brotherly love. It's a very progressive city. Everybody's very positive out there. But you think they would take some time and fix the stinking Liberty Bell after all these years. They never heard of a glue gun? You know, tape that thing up. But no. So I'm going back there. I talk. I don't talk. See, I have that East Coast accent. You know, when I walk, I walk. I don't walk. A wok is something you cook Chinese food in. But I'm not from New York either. People in New York have a specific accent. In New York, they all talk like they have a sandwich and they're saving it in the side of their mouth. You ever notice you go up and say, how you doing? You go, how you doing? Hey, all right, what's up with you? I figured out the difference between a New York gangster and a Philadelphia gangster. In New York, when you owe them money, they go, hey, hey. In Philadelphia, they go, hey, hey. I think it's the rooster thing that scares you the most. But I thought I would do a little music for you, so I did bring my guitar.
Woo!
Thank you so much, dear.
I just got to ask a question.
You have a question? Go ahead. What's your question?
Well, my question is, how come I know a girl that's from New York.
Right.
She doesn't have this accent.
She doesn't have the accent?
No.
Oh. Has she lived out here most of her life? She probably grew out of it. Where are you from originally? From here?
No.
No? Were you born in a different room? Thank you for getting that. I appreciate it. Well, people's accents changes. When you move somewhere, you start talking like everybody else. My daughter was born out here, but she doesn't talk like me. She talks normally. So I thought I would do a little blues for you guys. I don't really have an idea what I'm going to do. What I like to do is just go and basically tell you whatever I see going on. So maybe if we could get on the house light so I can see the audience. Can we do that? There we go. By the way, I started playing guitar when I was 16 years old because I realized that guitar players get the girls. So you see that sound? And I'll show you what it is that the girls like. The guitar players will do this and watch the reaction. They'll go. And then all of a sudden they'll go like this. And it's like the lip is actually attached to the guitar. Because when they stretch the note, the lip goes... You never see guitar players jumping all over. They're just guitar players. Keyboard's just sitting there playing on the guitar. So I got my guitar, so here we go. I thought there'd be screams by now. There they are. I love that sound. Well, I'm down in Oakwood tonight for a big talent show. What I'm gonna sing about, I don't really know. I asked for a question and this young man sitting up front said, he said, I know somebody from New York and she doesn't talk anything like you just said. I got a woo from you, it sounded fine. I love when you make that noise right on time. And now some young girl came walking into the room. She's sitting over there, I see ya. She's sitting over there and she's wondering just where she walked into. What am I doing here? Why'd that guy pick on me? I just went outside and I came inside and the guy's making fun of me. I didn't do anything, I just sat down. That's alright, I'm up here tonight, I'm trying to make this stuff go around. Go, I got the blues, I do it all the time. I get up every time and I talk so fast, but somehow I always seem to make this stuff rhyme. I got a yeah from you, yeah, this is what I do. I came out to play for you, I got the blues tonight. How about you? Alright, we're gonna try it. Take away the blues. Wow, I should turn on the lights now. Nobody's moving. You're all just sitting perfectly still. I thought you'd be moving, but you decided to chill. Well, that's okay. Oh, this one guy's pretending that he's dead. He rolled your eyes back. That was nice. He rolled his eyes back right into the top of his head. He's got a monster hat and a red shirt with a spider. I don't know if he's a real good fighter. He just smacked his knee and he said, why you gotta pick on me, man? I'm just sitting here. I didn't do anything to you. I got the blues, yes I do, here tonight. Oh, you're clapping along. Hey, that's alright. You're doing good. You got it right on the beat. If you want, you can even stomp your feet. Oh, look at this in the back row. The girls are tossing the balls, they're tossing them in the air. He stood up, look, he actually liked it, he actually cared. That's right, you're doing so much. You're actually entertaining me. Cause I like to tell you every little thing I see. Alright, now I want you guys to help me out. Everybody go, yeah, yeah. Go now, yeah, yeah, yo. Go now, whoa, whoa, whoa. Go now, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I do that just for me. Well, I think it's time for me to go. It's getting kind of late. I know you kids got school tomorrow, but that's alright because you came down. We're going to have a good time. You do, good for you. Only one person in the room's got school tomorrow, just a little girl sitting up front, and one guy, and that's it. And one hand went up. It's like you really don't care. Oh, you three? You guys are very good, all three. That was great. I love the way you spent 5 minutes tuning. That was good. It's like watching the Grateful Dead. That's what they do. They make sure they're in tune. You got to tune. That's very important. Yeah. How many people here have their cell phones with them? You know what I hate when you're talking to somebody about something really important, you know, you get into it really deep. You know, all of a sudden, they pick up their phone and they take a phone call. That really ticks me. Wait a minute. Oh, it's okay. All right, now there's one person I should point out. He's running the whole show. His name is Michael. Did you even know? He's sitting back there by the door. Come on, give him a hand. That's really nice. he even took the time to stand. Well, that's it for me, baby. My name is Kurtz. I like to get up and make you laugh till it hurts. I'm glad you came down. Let's have it one more time for everyone in the show. Let's hear for everybody.